Would you like to get double your search traffic by ranking on page 1 of Google and YouTube? The great thing about Google and YouTube, Google is the #1 search engine on the net, so it probably gets the most traffic. And then YouTube is the second most trafficked search engine. And it also is owned by Google. So if you can get your videos ranked on the first page of Google and the first page of YouTube, you're going to double the amount of traffic than if you just were ranking on the first page of YouTube. So on this live stream, or if you're watching a replay, I'm going to be talking about the benefits of getting those double rankings. We're also going to look at some keyword research tools to find the correct keywords that you can rank in both those search engines. And we're also going to look at the top video, how can you find the top videos that rank in Google search. This is something that if you go to YouTube analytics, YouTube no longer gives you the videos that are ranking on Google. They'll show you the external traffic, but they don't specify which videos are ranking on Google. And then we're going to look at some best practices, like what are some of the best practices to rank in both search engines. My name is Herman Drost, and my channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. And just get one video that ranks on YouTube that can get you a lot of traffic for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year after year. But if you can also get that video to rank on Google, that can even send you more traffic than what you get on YouTube. And sometimes you can rank on Google and not rank on YouTube because they have different ranking factors, which I'm going to discuss later. And sometimes you can rank on YouTube, but the videos don't appear on Google. So I want to welcome everybody here. We've got Ash Silver, good to see you. We've got Luna Computer College. And we've got Ivana, good to see you, and Muhammad. So let me ask you a question. Do any of your videos, assuming you got a YouTube channel, have you seen any of your videos that appear on Google as well as YouTube? And were you able to duplicate that process over and over? Let me know in the chat, or if you're watching a replay, put that in the comments. But I'm going to show you I'm going to show you one of my videos that ranks in both areas. I've got a whole bunch that rank on both Google and YouTube, but it'll give you some idea of what you can expect and then also what you can do. So, hi John, hi Ali and Kim, good to see you. So we're going to shoot over to the slides and take a look at some of these, how things display on Google. So this is a keyword phrase, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast. This was a video I created based upon the new requirements that YouTube put out, I think it was a year or two ago. And a lot of people were wondering, how can I get those 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers that are required to monetize your channel. So so that was my keyword phrase, and I'll show you later how I arrived at that. But to give you some idea, this this particular video right now, currently it's showing a large thumbnail at the top of the page, and out of almost 55 million results. So that's pretty good. And the YouTube thumbnail, this is a huge thumbnail, very different to the thumbnail that shows in the YouTube results because it's like 5 times bigger. So when people land on the Google page, Google search, then this, is so obvious, it stands out right at the top of the page. But sometimes you don't get that thumbnail, or quite often you don't. Most of the times you don't get the large thumbnail, but you do get the video carousel. And here you can see for that same search phrase, you got the thumbnail, but if I scroll down a bit, then I also see the video carousel. And this is more typical of what you see in Google search. So in this case, my thumbnail is on the far left, followed by other people, other channels, my competitors, of course, which are also have the thumbnails there. So, but mine is on the far left, so people read from left to right. So that's a good thing. So typically you will see that carousel. You don't often see the large YouTube thumbnail there. So you got this, you got the video carousel, and then even further down, you've got thumbnail images. So, so you got the carousel, and now you got the thumbnail images as well. So this is probably not going to get into this, but I'll tell a little bit about it later. I also embed my video on a website or blog, and then I optimize the thumbnail with what's called the alt tags, and that helps your thumbnail get found in Google search. So you could get your big thumbnail, you could get the carousel, and then you can also get the images. So that's like three different ways that you could appear in search. But I'm now going to show you a fourth way, and this is the blog post. So this is my blog post on Dross Designs. It's now drossvideo.com. How to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast. Currently it ranks number 5 on page 1 of Google search. So if you put that into Google search, then the only thing is, with a blog post, it doesn't show any image. So you're not going to get that image showing, but you do at least get the article or the post that's ranking in YouTube search. That's 4 ways that that my video and my video topic is ranking in Google search. And in the same video, I also optimize it for YouTube. And there's not so much difference in optimization, but it's currently ranking number 8 on the first page of YouTube. So it actually ranks better on Google search than it does on YouTube search, because probably, a lot more competition there, and probably, people that are ranking in YouTube search are not necessarily going for the rankings in Google search, or maybe don't know how. So, so you're lucky to be on this webinar, so you can, or this live stream, so you can find out how. But so I've got the 4 different rankings on Google search, and I got the ranking on the first page of YouTube, and many of my other videos also rank on number 1 on the first page of YouTube, as well as number 1 on Google search. But let's look at some of these benefits of ranking on Google and YouTube. You get double the amount of traffic. Well, in this case, probably even more than the double amount, because I'm getting it from the image, the image graphic, getting it from the carousel, getting it from the thumbnail, getting it from the blog post, and then I'm getting it from YouTube search. And so you're getting these multiple rankings for the same keyword phrase. And I probably should have gone a bit deeper, but just to let you know that instead of where is that? Instead of like how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast, I also rank for how to get 4,000 watch hours, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. So you get multiple rankings. And so you can rank for multiple different keywords spread over the different search engines. So you got the large thumbnail, the video carousel, and then Google also selects the best video snippet. Like here, they've got, Google says suggested clip 101 seconds, and then they show even the text of the clip. And then if you click on the video, it won't start at the beginning of the video. It'll go right to that clip, which might be buried into the middle of the video. So Google is showing the best information in the shortest possible time to the viewer that has typed in that particular search phrase. So as a result of that, so Google's selecting the best video snippet from your video. As a result, you're going to get more views, more subscribers, more leads, and more revenue, as well as creating evergreen traffic machines. Because once you rank on Google, may not stay there forever, because if you're in a competitive niche, maybe it's going to be bumped off. But currently, it's been there for quite a while. And then you got evergreen traffic machines, and it's also going to grow your channel fast. So, so those are just some of the benefits. And good to see you, Kim, Chris, and Pocahontas. Wise Healthy Web. Okay, moving right along here. So my top traffic source is Google search. So if you go into my traffic sources, and you can do this too, you can just go into YouTube Studio, click on Analytics, and then you can click on the Reach tab, and it'll show you the top traffic sources for your channel. So in my case, my top traffic source is external, which is not totally common for many channels. Most people got suggested videos or YouTube search, but in my case, external is the top traffic source. And if I drill down into external, then most of it comes from Google search. As you can see here, it's like here it says 53.6% of the views. So that's sending a lot of traffic to my channel. So if you want to look at your top traffic sources, just go into YouTube Studio, click on Analytics, then click the Reach tab, or you can also click on See More, and then it'll break down the top traffic sources. Okay, and also the other traffic source here got traffic source YouTube search, and then it shows the it'll show you the keyword phrases for YouTube search. So I got how to get 4,000 watch hours watch time, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast, and then it'll show you the views, the watch time, average view duration, and then the impressions click-through rate. So let's look at the difference between the ranking factors between YouTube and Google, because they use different ranking factors. So on oh, that's better. Maybe just going to move this up a bit. So on YouTube, it's different to Google. On YouTube, they have the click-through rate, which is how many times people are actually seeing your thumbnail and then clicking on the thumbnail to watch your video. So that's called impressions click-through rate. So the impressions are kind of like your YouTube thumbnails that appearing in YouTube search, and then the impressions click-through rate is how many times people have clicked on your thumbnail and then watched the video. So that's a click-through rate. And then the audience retention. If you get a high audience retention, like 50% of the people that are watching your video watch it all the way through, that's a good audience retention. And that also contributes to ranking your videos in YouTube search. And watch time is another factor. It's actually I think YouTube says like 80 million data points. So I'm not going to go through all of them today because I don't know them all. But these are just the main ones that stand out. Watch time is how long have people watched your video or successive videos in a row. So maybe they watched 3 minutes of your first video, but then you linked to a playlist and they watched 6 more videos from your playlist. So that means you've extended the watch time or extended the session time. And as a result of that, YouTube there's a higher probability you'll get found in search and even in suggested videos. And then also the metadata, particularly the title and description. So you craft a great title and a great description, then that makes a big difference for the ranking of your video in YouTube search. And you can rank your videos in YouTube within 24 hours, even within a few hours. But if a bunch of your videos flop, then that actually affects your next video. So you want to make sure that you create great videos that are engaging, have a good click-through rate, good audience retention. So this is kind of like always a work in progress, because nobody's going to get 100%, and most people get way lower than that. So there's always room for improvement. Now, on the other hand, you've got Google, which is the ranking factor is really based upon search intent. So if my intent is, so I put the keyword phrase, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast. Apparently Google thinks that I have the best content in my YouTube video that will serve the audience the best. So that means, when you make your video, you want to really think about your audience. And if somebody's searching on Google, searching YouTube, then if that keyword phrase and that video content totally matches, their search intent, then there's a higher probability that your video will appear in Google. The authority also, it probably helps if you have authority on your channel. Links, I'll talk a bit about that later. If you want to get your blog post found in Google, then links, internal linking is a great factor. And then also the metadata, like YouTube, your title, your description, your tags, etc. And probably one of the things I missed out there was, the length of time that people stay on your page. So by adding a video, embedding a video on a blog post, that helps keep people on the page. And so, you could rank that blog post in Google search. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you get the video carousel, or you get the big thumbnail. And generally it takes longer to rank your videos in Google than as in YouTube. YouTube can be almost immediate. Google, sometimes you can get immediate, if it's not the big thumbnail, but the carousel. you can appear in the video carousel, but generally it takes longer to rank on Google. Okay, those are some of the ranking factors. How to find the correct keyword phrases to rank on page 1 of YouTube and Google. So if you want to pick a keyword phrase that is going to rank on YouTube. So if you're optimizing for YouTube, that's good, but why not try to pick a keyword phrase that also would rank on Google as well. So I'm going to look at these keyword research tools. We've got YouTube search, Google search, and TubeBuddy and MorningFame. So probably some of you are familiar with these tools. First, we're going to look at YouTube search. So if you put in how to get 4,000, then immediately YouTube makes suggestions from these different keyword phrases. So we've got how to get 4,000 hours watch time, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast, etc. So immediately you've got some idea on what people are typing into YouTube search to discover or find out the information about those keyword phrases. Then if we go to Google search and type in the same keyword phrase, like how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube, that we discovered in YouTube search, then we can see, are there videos that show up in Google search? And of course, just as I showed you before, I got the big thumbnail, we've got the carousel, etc. But also over here on the right, you've got related keywords, and then you've got the, and Google also shows people also searched for. So here on related keywords, it says how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube free, which I also show up I also rank for that particular keyword phrase. Then you got 4,000 watch hours in minutes, views, hours, increased watch hours on YouTube. So I could probably create more videos on the same topic from these related keyword phrases, and I can also look at what people are searching for under that particular heading. So this confirms to me that not only can I rank a video on YouTube, but then I can also rank on Google search because people are typing that keyword phrase, those keyword phrases, into Google search. So now I have identified that I can rank on both search engines. But let's look more deeply on one of the tools I use, and this is TubeBuddy. I put the keyword phrase into TubeBuddy because I discovered it on YouTube search. And so I put how to get 4,000 hours on YouTube, and then it gives an overall keyword score of 48 over 100. That's a weighted score that's dependent upon my channel. And then we also got related keyword phrases like how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube fast, how to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube fast. So it's given me some other suggestions. And over here on the right, I've got web searches. So web searches means, will those keyword phrases also appear in Google? So let's take a look at that. So if I click on web searches, then actually the unweighted score on video search is very good, 70 out of 100. And then do I have web searches? Yes, I do. So here we've got the unweighted score means this is like an incognito. It's not based upon my browsing behavior, my cookies, etc. But the unweighted score is, what people the score you get that's showing it's not too competitive, has enough search volume, and makes it worth targeting. And here, if I click on web searches, I get the overall score 70 out of 100 that says it's very good, keyword isn't too competitive, has enough search volume, and it's worth targeting. So this is for the Google search. And then if I click on the, if I go further, this is showing that I can rank on both search engines. And another keyword tool that I use in combination with TubeBuddy is MorningFame. And so I put the keyword phrase in there, how to get 4,000 hours on YouTube fast, and it gives me the same suggestions as if I was using the search tool, the YouTube search. So then I click on that choose first result for step 2. So go to step 2, and then it'll show me the letter grades for that particular keyword phrase. So F is not so great, but in some cases, like in this case, I kind of ignored that because, as you can see, I ranked for that particular keyword phrase with the big thumbnail, and in the red box there you see common search term for YouTube and Google. So that immediately this tool shows that I can rank for that keyword phrase on both search engines. So then I can also search and evaluate the target search term. So just click on further analysis. Let's see, does it show it there? I think, yeah, I probably have to scroll down, but on the same page, you get further analysis. And then I can go to Google Trends, or I can see the search results on YouTube and Google. So if I click on Google, then it'll show me the results on Google, which, I've already got the results, 153 million results, and my video is at the top of the Google search results showing the big thumbnail. Another thing you need to do is optimize the metadata. So it's pretty much the same as optimizing the metadata for YouTube. So it's pretty much the same, but the MorningFame tool is great because it gives you these green check marks. So the double green check marks mean that the keyword phrase is good for both YouTube and Google. So you put in your title there, and immediately it gives you a score 40% or 40% achieved. And then also you put that same keyword phrase in the description. Well, ideally you're going to weave that keyword phrase into a paragraph. So I just kind of dumped it in there. But it says 20% of 20% achieved. And then you've also got a tool in on MorningFame where you can click on highlight tags, and it'll show you it'll highlight the tags that you can use in your description and in your tags. Now, tags is not a huge ranking factor anymore, but it's always good to have highly relevant tags for your YouTube video. So here it's showing the relevant tags. So the double green check here means that this is a tag that's a good search term for YouTube and Google. And then you got the single green tag that is just for YouTube. Then you got the double green tag, so it also gives you percentages here. So generally what I do is I add all the keyword phrases that have single and double green tags. So this shows that the video is highly relevant for people entering that search term into YouTube and Google. So this also gives you a high probability So here you can see the relevance, 92% for my video. And the next thing you need to do, and this you're probably all familiar with this, is to create a great thumbnail. So MorningFame gives you this thumbnail comparison where you can upload your thumbnail and compare it to your competitors that are also got their videos, top videos that are ranking on YouTube. So in this case, I uploaded my thumbnail, which is on the left, and then I can compare it with all the other thumbnails, and I can even A/B split test it, maybe create a different thumbnail, and try to try to have a better design than my competitors. But here it shows, this compares all your different thumbnails, and then it also shows you the different sizes. So the size for the home screen, like the YouTube home screen, that's on the left, the desktop size, tablet size, and also the tiny size for the phone. So how's it going to look on the phone? Because most people that are on YouTube, they're searching YouTube on their phone. Maybe even some of you on the live stream watching this live stream on your phone rather than computer. So let me ask you, any of you watching the live stream on your phone at the moment? Be kind of curious. But here shows the different size thumbnails, and then also if you click on the light bulb, then it'll show the thumbnail size in the dark mode. So some people they're watching, on the YouTube channel, they have light mode, some people have dark mode, and then it'll also show you how your thumbnails look, when people have a dark mode for their channel. Okay, and then how do you view your video rankings for Google search? And the interesting thing is that YouTube Analytics or YouTube Studio, you can find your external traffic sources. It shows the top traffic sources and external traffic sources, and then you dive into external traffic sources, and it gives you, in my case, it's Google Search, which is the top external traffic source. But YouTube no longer shows the videos that rank for Google search. So that's that kind of sucks, because if you can find your videos that rank for Google search, then you can create more of those videos and rank more videos on Google search as well as YouTube search. So but the good thing about MorningFame is that you can go into the Analytics tab, and it'll show you the videos that are currently ranking for Google search. So let me show you that. So you just click on Google search, you go into the MorningFame Analytics, and then you click on algorithm, and it says how do YouTube's algorithms promote you, and then you click on or you go to Google search. You also get the results for YouTube search. You can see your top search terms, your top videos, and it gives you Google search, and also shows you suggested videos, which are further down. But Google search, you just click on the top videos, and then it'll show you the top videos for the last 7 days and the last 28 days. So it shows you about 10 different videos that are ranking on for your channel on Google search. That comes in really handy, because then you can make more of those type of videos, maybe approach it at a different angle, and then get more videos to rank in Google search and YouTube search. Oh, and Miriam saying that she's watching from a phone. So hopefully everything looks good on the phone. Yeah, MorningFame's a great tool. I think TubeBuddy's a great tool, but recently MorningFame has added some more features, and I think I showed that maybe last week about suggested videos. It also shows you all the suggested videos, who's suggesting the suggested views you're getting from your own videos, and suggested views you're getting from other people's videos, and then so you can kind of capitalize on the suggested views traffic. Okay, so that's looking at how you can find the video rankings for Google search. You can also enter your keyword phrase into Google search and incognito mode and try to discover it that way, but MorningFame makes it really easy. Let's look at some of the best practices to rank your YouTube videos on page 1 of Google and YouTube. So you want to target the keywords that rank in both YouTube and Google, as I just explained. You're going to look at YouTube search, and you're also going to look at Google search, or if you have the TubeBuddy tool, you can quickly discover it that way. If you have the MorningFame tool, you can quickly discover it through MorningFame. And so you're going to check if videos appear in Google search. If there's no videos that appear on Google search, that means you can only rank in YouTube search or YouTube suggested, and no matter how hard you try, they're not going to appear on Google search. So generally I find that Google's going to show your video in Google search only if you can show something in your thumbnail, show something in your video that shows exactly how to do it. So for instance, how to tie a tie, then Google's going to show that video in Google search because people don't want to be reading an article. So when you create your videos, think about, would this video that I'm showing the content for, would it be a great video to show in Google search more than just an article? If you're going to explain it with an article better than a video, then probably Google is not going to show a snippet in Google search. So you want to check out, if videos actually appear in Google search. Create an awesome thumbnail. So YouTube search, it's very important to create a great thumbnail because the thumbnail is the first thing that people click on, first thing that people see. But if you get a huge thumbnail like I showed you previously in Google search, that kind of takes up almost the whole screen. So how much more important is the thumbnail for Google search compared to YouTube search? So typically, as I said before, you'll get the thumbnail in the video carousel on Google search. So it might be on the far left if you're ranking ahead of your competitors. It might be in the middle, or it might be the third or fourth one on the carousel. But if you create a great thumbnail, and people are more inclined to click on it, then they'll choose your thumbnail in the video carousel on Google search. So a great thumbnail is very crucial for both YouTube search, YouTube suggested, and Google search. Transcribe your video content. Why would I say that? Well, the reason is that when you transcribe your video content and then post that content on your blog, on a website, then you can rank that particular post on Google search as an article. So as I showed you previously, there was 4 ways that I ranked on Google search. First was the thumbnail, the large thumbnail. Second was in the video carousel. Third was the images. So if you post your when you create a blog post, you also want to add an image and optimize the image by creating tags for the image. So Google can index those tags and show your thumbnail in the image searches. And then also you're getting the article post or the blog post. You got 4 different ways that you show up in Google search compared to 1 way in YouTube search. So it's definitely worthwhile trying to do that. So you're going to add that transcript once you've transcribed your video content. Add the transcript to your blog or your website, and then you want to embed your video in that blog post, within the transcript, and then link to related videos and posts within the blog post. So when you put your transcript there, embed your video there, then link to related videos or related blog posts. So because Google loves links. So it's very different to YouTube, where it's based upon watch time, click-through rate, average view duration, average percentage viewed. Google has a whole different ranking factors based upon search intent, internal linking. So you want to link to other blog posts and other videos, and that will help them to get indexed by, your post to get indexed by Google. And then you also want to, add timestamps in your video description. This is something new, or not really new, but Google has emphasized this, so why not do it? So adding timestamps helps. When you add timestamps in your video description, then people can click on any of those links, any of those timestamps, and they immediately can go to that particular section of your videos. So if you put that in there, I generally don't do it for short videos because of the time factor, but for my live streams, I generally create all different timestamps, so people, instead of going through the whole hour of the live stream, they can just quickly go to that particular section of the live stream by clicking on the timestamp. So I think I'm not totally sure this helps to get your videos ranked in Google, but Google has implemented and talked about that, so I think it's worthwhile doing. And then the last one is to monitor your traffic sources. So if you go into your YouTube Studio, Analytics, Reach tab, then you look at your top traffic sources, look at which videos are getting the highest number of searches on YouTube. Are you getting a lot of external traffic, and then is that external traffic coming from Google? Is your traffic coming from suggested videos? So in all these cases, you want to multiply what's doing well, the performance, the high performing videos. So you approach the video from a different angle, create more of what's working, and try to capitalize on the videos that are the top performers. So those are some of the best practices. If you've got any questions related to how to get your YouTube videos ranked on page 1 of Google or YouTube, put that in the chat, or if you got it watching a replay, put that in the comments.